Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Natalie Filion. Today we're doing a video on my friend status. So I'm gonna tell you guys about my past friendships and whether or not I have friends. So let's get this video started. So I currently do not have any friends. My only friends are my thousands and millions of views I get on Google and Instagram and YouTube. And I'm pretty sure my directors have it screened because I'm like, how do I get now? I don't have not one DM, not one message. So I'm pretty sure it's screened. And I'm a technology major, so I know it has to be screened or else the dashboard breaks. Because app designs are really minimal. Like a lot of technologists don't have big degrees. So I'm like, okay, I understand. But I have no friends. I currently have no friends. And I'm like, I get all these views. I'm like, oh my God, they love me. Like I feel all the love. I'm like, never mind. I don't even need friends because I have all my viewers. And I made Google and all these views through college. So it came like with the college enrollment. So, like it wasn't like I signed to somebody or anything like that. So I'm like, yeah, my faculty owns it. So I'm like, never mind. I'll just stick to like my research and my papers because you know I'm a big geek. But yeah, I have no friends right now. Currently looking for some. Submit your applications to the DM if you want to be my friend. But don't get me wrong, I had a lot of friends throughout high school. Like I was like a really big jock. So and my mom was like a big jock mom, like a big basketball mom. So my mom used to throw parties for me all the time. My house was always open. I was always traveling to different high schools playing with them. So hit Friday, I had like 50 different high schools in my house partying. Grand Street, Mary Bergstrom, everybody. And people would just come in like, hey, now I'm like, hey. My mom is like, oh, this is your friend. I'm like, oh, hey. And all of those things stopped because I got enrolled out to college. I got drafted to college, which was a huge draft. Like everything dropped. I was so far. And then a lot of my friends didn't make it to college. They were like, nah, we're not going to college. Like they don't like college. So I lost contact with a lot of them. I made some great friends in college and a lot of them failed out or something. But you know me, I had to get my degrees. I don't play about school. I don't play about my status. So I kept going to school and the pandemic hit and it just became solo. And it's so funny how everything just keeps going back to the pandemic. Because let me tell you how hard times were. It was super hard. Everything goes back to the pandemic. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story on a best friend I had. So I had this best friend in college. Like she just stuck with me or whatever. She was my best friend. I used to be up and down with her everywhere. I'm such a good friend. I was that friend that if every day I wanted to go out because I worked throughout high school, throughout college. I have always had a job. I have never had to sit down and tell my mom like, Mom, give me money. But I have always had a job. So this was my best friend. We used to go out. I used to pay for everything. Because it was just a skit. Like, that's just what it was. So I'm like, we're not about a duel. We got places to be at. So let me just pay this bill. I had no problem. That was my best friend. Like, she was in my heart or whatever. We were in college. I always found myself like getting paid. I'll buy like a soda. I'll come back home. I didn't have no money in my wallet. I'll leave the house with like $300. And I'll buy like a little soda, a little cupcake or something. I'll come back home, no money. I'm like, and I would have to ask my mom, like, Mom, like, can I get like $40? I'm going out tonight or whatever. My mom is like, what are you doing with your money, Nat? I'm like, I spent it. But then we would be looking at each other and I'm like, what did I do with my money? So whatever. I was in my room and then I stepped out to go to the bathroom. I come back and I find her in my wallet. Like she was in my bag, like looking through my stuff. I was like, and it's so funny to me how she didn't like even feel me coming. And I'm like, and I died. I'm like, this is not my best friend right now. Stealing from me in my wallet. I'm like, this is not happening to me. So, I had like my credit cards in there and stuff. I'm like, before banking was just banking. Like tellers weren't a thing. Direct deposit wasn't a thing. It was just a card where you could go to the cashier and put money in it. And my only card was, Santa Bear, it was a Delaware card because I was upstate. So then all of a sudden Delaware turned like to Chase and TD and stuff. I'm like, like she can't do much because like, it's not that serious. I'm like, the most she could steal some money in the card. And before, the online banking was like where you could edit names and stuff. That's now they make that like a huge deal, like a criminal fraud. But before, that's not how it was. Like, cards didn't have numbers you could call or whatever. So I'm like, worst case scenario, like, the card is dead and the money's dead. I'm like, this is my best friend. It's not a big deal. So I'm like, she sees me see her and she's like, oh, my fault. Like, I was just trying to sit on the bed. I'm like, okay, whatever. She leaves. I link her up the next day. And she just has like an attitude and like being mean. And I'm looking at her. I'm like, does she really think like that I didn't see her like in my back? So I'm like, ain't no way I have to like charge this girl with like theft. So I'm like, I kept hanging around with her and I kept getting back home with no money. I'm like, when is this girl finding like the time to go in my bag? And I'm like, well, if I go to the bathroom or a step or whatever and they were hugging me and stuff before was really close. I'm like, wow, like this girl really stole from me. She used to steal all my money. I used to go to work. I'm thinking I'm out with my friends. She stole all my money. And before, there wasn't no such thing as cops or any of that. And I'm like, I'm not about to go like tell somebody. I'm like, I cleared it. It's dead. Like, it's no problem. So I had to cut her off like completely because she was stealing all my money. And I'm like, I'm not about to be a bad friend and copy you. Like, I'm not about to just be mean or change my ways. So I'm like, it's fine. Like, it's no big deal. I blocked her everywhere. I'm like, it's nothing to even talk about because it was crazy to me. I'm like, you saw me see you and like you're acting like I didn't see you. And I'm like, what kind of friend is that? I work 15 hours a day. I save money to make sure I hang out. But yeah, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of good people out there. So if you were ever in a situation like me where your best friend did something to you or stole from you or broke your heart, hey, don't get discouraged. There's a lot of people that love you. There's a lot of things for you to get done. Don't make it violent. Don't argue. Don't do any of that. Just remove yourself. And let me tell you, when life, let me tell you something. Life is gonna give you a huge present for never changing your ways or becoming a bad person, and for always protecting yourself and removing yourself and get into it. Get into the bag, get into the books, get into the family. Don't you ever think that you're going down for anything. Like, life is great. God is real. God will always protect you and remove you away from dangerous situations. So yeah. But yeah, guys, this is the end of my video. We have come to the end. You guys already know I love you guys so much. I always carry you guys. I always think about you guys. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.